Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yelsi and this video is going to be about why we need to stop telling children to go to college. Hear me out, okay? College is important. I went to college and I don't regret going. I had an excellent 4-year education, met a lot of people, built a lot of skills, but hear me out, it shouldn't be the only option available for high school students. So I used to be a teacher for 2 years, and I was in a school that inculcated the idea that the only way to success is a 4-year university. And both you and I know that success is dynamic, right? It's multifaceted. It does not mean that only one way of a career or one way of going is the right path to success. And so the reasons behind this, I have 3 main reasons. So the first one is that college is not for everybody. So you can inculcate as much as you want to students that college is the path to success. Some of them are going to work for it because they want to, but some of them are only going to work for it because they have to, right? And so there are many cases where students do anything what it takes in order for them to get good grades so that they can get into a good school. But they only do it because they have to. And when they go to college, they either drop out or they just don't have the sufficient resources to keep moving forward. So they drop out. Case in point, my brother went to Palomar College for 2 years, dropped out, and 3 years later, he has a coffee shop. 3 or 4 years later, he has a coffee shop. And he did minimum wage jobs before that. And so it is not for everybody. And it does not mean that college is success, right? For him, for my brother, success is opening up his own business. And that's cool. And it took him a while and he had to work hard, but that's his definition of success, and everyone has their own definition of success. And I don't think educators or administrators have the right to limit children's opportunities for their future. Okay, second is that many of these jobs that students are studying to become or studying in college are soon to become automated. So, for example, in the pharmaceutical industry, we see that jobs that read ingredients, that study scientific data, or that basically outsource tests or whatever, all these things are soon to be automated, including advertisement jobs, sales jobs, okay? These are jobs that one day, and I think according to Forbes.com, jobs in these industries are soon to become automated by 2030, and we are not that far from 2030. Okay, so if you are studying to become something in these industries, just be mindful that they could be automated. Okay, some jobs, and I wish that somebody would have guided me on this, because I was also a victim of this mentality of the only way to success is to go to college. However, there are multiple opportunities. For example, there are so many jobs out there that don't even require a 4-year university. For example, I'll give you a list. Some of these you can make up to $70,000, from $40,000 to $70,000, and you don't even have to go to 4-year. You can go to trade school, vocational school. You can a mechanic school. Okay, specific industry schools. So here we go. Audiologists, social workers, dietitians, commercial pilots, detectives, massage therapists, air traffic controllers, radiation therapists, opening up your own business. These are things that you don't need to go to a 4-year, just stack up on loans and go to college, because we all know that college is becoming more and more expensive, and you need options. And I feel like schools these days, especially the one that I worked at, emphasize too much school, 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 college, college, college is important. And here's the thing, okay, all this pressure for students to go to college is resulting in mental illnesses. For example, a lot of them are being sleep deprived. They don't find purpose in what they're doing. They're only doing because they have to. So the fact that they're not, they don't have a purpose in this is just, it's not okay, right? Instead of pushing students to do, to figure out what they want to do in the future, what we're doing in schools is to pressure students that they need to go to college whether or not they like it. And that's the problem, right? Because as adults, as educators, as parents, we want the best for our students, for our children. And sometimes we overlook what they want, right? Because soon they will have to be making these decisions. And we have to let students, children, have ownerships over their education, over their future. And the earlier we do this, the better, because these kids are, mommy and daddy's not going to be there, or their teacher's not going to be there when they're 18, 19, 20 years old. So they need to have that sense of responsibility over their own lives. Okay? And then the last thing is that simply that kids deserve options. Okay? It is unfair, completely unfair to limit kids' opportunities. We know that jobs are limited. We know that college is expensive and that loans are not okay. And to simply tell students, take out a loan now and you'll repay it later. No, that's not what we want for our kids. And they're going to be taking out loans to study a major that maybe they don't even like, that maybe it will change over time. So these are things that we need to consider as adults and tell kids, hey, if you want to go to college, do it. Okay? If you want to go to mechanic school, do it. If you want to be a barber, go to barber school. Is that what it's called? Barber school? I don't know. And do it. But we shouldn't have pressure students or limit them to, you have to do this one particular thing, because there's a lot of, it's very lucrative career or whatever it is. So that is just what I think. Please leave a comment and tell me if you agree or disagree and why. Why do you think that we should stop telling kids to go to college? And why, or if you disagree, why should we not stop telling kids to go to college? So please leave a comment. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next video.